Welcome back from that little break here. We're back here, 4 o'clock. We've got the elimination game. Winner of this will go on to sectionals. However, the loser is eliminated despite how far they've gone. Both teams playing a close game. As we see on the bracket, Heartland losing to Harvey and FCA taking a tough loss against John Caldwell. Very close game.
Yeah, it was a great back and forth matchup. If you didn't catch it, go back and watch Game 4. It was a real barn burner. Teams went back and forth. 7-point lead for FCA after the first quarter. 7-point lead for John Caldwell at the half. 6-point lead for John Caldwell in the third quarter. But fouls really were one of the determining factors. That and 3-point shots. As John Caldwell, both Pete and his brothers sinking a few 3-pointers. Kai Shin coming off the bench to do quite a few 3-pointers himself. And it's not going to get any easier against Heartland. This is a very strong 3-point shooting team. So FCA may have their work cut out for them. On the Heartland side, they are missing one of their strongest players and best board players in number 10, Tovey Rideout. Congratulations and good luck to him. He is at a Canada volleyball tryout, but unfortunately unavailable for this set of games. So if Heartland want to get him back for sectionals, they're going to have to win now.
Oh, for sure. And I think part of Heartland's loss to Harvey was Harvey's strong perimeter defense and also them kind of struggling to pick up on their 3-point shooting. And they're going to get the shot up last second. It is not kept in bounds despite Simon Matthews' best efforts. Also would like to shout out or mention that this FCA has gone 1 for 2 against Heartland. They lost. FCA won the first time on December 14th, lost the second time. And the most recent one, which was on January 31st, FCA did end up losing 74-66 as we see a big steal from Jaden Peck. He's going to pass it back to Cooper Blois. Handed it back to Peck. Peck going for the drive and drawing the foul. Jaden Peck seemingly somewhat of the replacement for Tovey Rideout in the post, as we will have the first opportunity to get the points. First foul is up against Mateo Onana, who did foul out in that close game against John Caldwell. Drains the first.
Peck's first shot is good. As we mentioned, he is kind of playing that center position in the absence of Tovey Rideout, but he was already a starter. The 5th starter out there is actually one of the younger players for this Heartland squad. It's one of only 2 grade 10s on the squad, number 15, Simon Matthew. So a younger guy getting some big game experience here at regionals. On the FCA side, 3 of their 5 starters are in grade 10, so just a younger team overall.
And Luke Cayley getting the first regular basket of the game. That wasn't during free throws. And so we're going to have Heartland bringing it up. 2-2 all tied up. Firing the 3, and they get it started off early. Cooper Blois, someone you cannot leave open from beyond the arc. That's someone they'll have to watch out for. If they're able to do like Harvey and force him to rush his shot, then they might be able to keep his 3-point shooting at bay, but they have to be really strong at defending. And one for the FCA to respond, no good, off of Luke Cayley's attempted response.
Yeah, both teams not afraid to take the 3. The difference is Heartland has a much higher success rate from beyond the arc. FCA doesn't hesitate to shoot from distance, but it's taken them a while, especially at these regional games, to get going. Some of their stronger shooters not really sinking 3s till the 2nd or 3rd quarter. They do get it eventually, but Heartland 3s all game long. So we'll see if that may be one of the differences.
And so passing around the arc here. Over to Mateo Onana. Long pass over to Luke Robertson, who's going to fire the 3. Oh, still no 3s for FCA, despite the 2 attempts, but Luke Cayley with the recovery.
Nice work in close by Cayley. Grade 10 student wearing number 6 in the black jersey. This is his first year as a starter on the up-and-coming FCA squad, and he's made the most of his minutes.
And here we go. Shots up, and it's good. Jonah Merchant starting the three-point shooting early. 2 3-pointers already for the Huskies. 8-4. So they can rack up points quick off those threes if you're not careful. Got to be strong from around the perimeter, like Harvey was against them. Pharrell Kenye, oh, no good. Recovered though by McLeod. He's gonna go up and get the foul call.
Yep, Kenny, a very strong player underneath the net. A guy who goes to the foul line often, but also commits a fair amount of fouls. He was the other FCA player who did foul out in their game earlier against John Caldwell.
First foul against Jonah Merchant. Doesn't manage to get the first one to go, but we'll see about the second.
He did shoot 50% in the earlier game today.
And isn't able to keep that percentage. Driving in. Oh, straight to Luke Cayley. That's something you won't want to do, especially with FCA with the risk closing this little lead here. Mateo Onana fighting under the net. It is a jump ball.
And Merrithew getting some props from his teammates there. Younger guy stepping into a bigger role in this crucial game. So I'm sure his teammates appreciate seeing him take the body like that.
And a wonderful pass by Emmett McLeod to Luke Robertson, finding the wide open layup. Perfect read and a great way to finish it. Taken away by Pharrell Kenye, but he did step out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break to see there on the replay. Didn't quite make his rush to keep it in before having his feet touch the ground. Referees Jeff Holloway and Rod Obey making the call there.
And here we go. Kyle Orser for three, looking to be the third Heartland player to score.
Orser, one of 3 grade 12 players on Joel Everett's Husky squad. He's the only grade 12 to start as well. Very strong part of this team. Great ball handler and a lethal shooter from distance. And you can tell as a senior, he does not want this to be his last game.
Pharrell Kenye driving in. Gets it up, but it isn't good. A battle under the net, a loose ball, but they do recover. Long pass over to Kyle Orser. Gets around Kevin McLeod, and he gets 2. Heartland crowd loving this early lead that the Huskies have gotten.
Yeah, nice look at that again on the replay as Orser had a great move, and here's another 2-on-1. Great hustle back by Robertson to break that up.
Driving in, battle into the net, is taken away by Pharrell Kenye. Over to Emmett McLeod, driving into speed, 2v2. He's going to go for the quick shot, and he's good.
Nice work by Emmett McLeod. Had a great first quarter against John Caldwell earlier this afternoon. Got a little banged up afterwards and didn't really have the same scoring touch. We didn't see quite as much of him as the game went on, but kind of picking up where he left off in terms of that first quarter now. Glad to see him out there and giving it his all.
And the floater from number 9, Cooper Blois.
Huskies really laying it on now. They're scoring from all over. And playing good defense as well.
Mateo Onana under the net, and he's good.
Mateo Onana, grade 10 student for FCA. He did play Team NB over the summer. I believe the U16, I think. But either way, very strong player. Provincially recognized, and he'll be a big part of this FCA squad's efforts. It's the first foul against number 15, Simon Merrithew, as we get a couple substitutions. Tanner Sharp and Kevin Van Ruler stepping onto the court for the Huskies.
We're going to see Luke Cayley go to the line for his first 2. Pretty decent shooter. I expect he'll make both. And he makes the first. And he does.
Nice work by Luke Cayley. That's 6 points for number 6 on FCA already in the first quarter.
Cooper Blois. Pass over, he's going to drive in, stop in his track, pass back out to Cooper Blois, someone who you cannot leave open, but this time he's no good. Frel Kenye driving into speed. He's going to go for it against multiple Heartland defenders.
And those are Kenye's first 2 points of the quarter. FCA would love to get him going as they trail by 1 now. Heartland was starting to pull away, but FCA fighting back for it. Now here's a steal.
Wow. Oh.
Big hustle there, and you do like to see opponents helping each other out. As these are fairly familiar opponents, as Hunter, you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast. They do play in the Western Division. Heartland finishing 8-2 in second place. FCA finishing 6-4 in third. They played 3 times this year. At a tournament game on December 14th, FCA pulled away the victory by 14. But in the 2 league games, it was Heartland winning by 4 points at home and by 8 points on the road. Jonah the Merchant's first trip to the line.
Unable to get the first, we'll see about the second. He does.
So DeMerchant 50% from the line. Huskies 3 for 4 as a team.
And Luke Cayley with the long range 3, no good. And driving down speed to Merchant.
And Kegne goes down, but he is called on the block. And previous foul never went up on the board. Okay, there it is now, so. Oh, no. First. They're saying it's the first against Kegne. Not sure who the previous foul was that sent Jonah DeMerchant to the line. We are missing 1 foul from the board. Looks like referee Obey just checking in with the minor officials to confirm who it was. Big thanks to those minor officials, by the way. Oh, it looks like it goes up now. It is the second against Kegne. So he grabs a seat and Abuka Iziakafor checks into the game. So we're saying big thanks to those minor officials. Ali Sirwa on the in-gym scoreboard. Violet McDonald on the 24-second shot clock. And Thomas Williams checking all the right boxes on that score sheet.
Driving in. He's going to go for a crazy shot. He is going to go down and hit his head, though, pretty hard.
Yeah, DeMerchant holding his head here, and Onana trying to plead his case. But he will be called for that foul. Second against Mateo Onana. Good to see Jonah DeMerchant getting up on his own power. That's
Mateo's second.
Yep.
Ooh,
that's fourth.
It's not good. Don't want to have him foul out. He did last game. Unable to make the first, but he'll probably make the second if he replicates what he did last time. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Onana securing that rebound for FCA. As you mentioned, not a player you would want to lose if you're a fan of Scott Robertson's FCA Eagles. And now it's his turn to go to the line as he draws the foul in the paint there. His first foul against number 11, Kevin Van Ruler. Team's third.
Mateo Onana's first trip to the line, unable to make the first. 0 for 2 there, and Cooper Boyce going to pick up the rebound. Going to slow it down a little bit. Nice pass over to Kevin Van Ruler. Back out to Boyce. Over back to Kevin Van Ruler. Driving in. And the foul just called. Number 8. Jonathan Merchant is going to go to the line for 2. His third trip to the line. That one's an and 1. Now I'd give him like a 25% chance of making this. Odds aren't in his favor, but we'll see what he's able to do.
Yeah, Coach Scott Robertson doesn't love that call. And tough break for McLeod. He looked like his feet were fairly set, but the referee's making the call, and that does go in for Jonathan Merchant. So 3-point play as McLeod brings the ball up, looking for a bit of redemption.
And so Mateo Onana, unable to make that one. Ibuka is the Okafor trying to grab the rebound, and
ball out of bounds as Cooper Boyce will grab a breather. Jaden Peck checks back into the game. And this is an elimination matchup, so expect both coaches to roll with their strongest possible lineup as long as possible. Lined up in the stack as referees Jeff Holloway, Rod Obey just confirming a couple things. And they're making sure that shot clock reads 14 seconds.
And the shot is up, and it's good. Number 3, Luke Robertson's been searching for that 3. He finally gets one to go. First 3-pointer for FCA.
Yeah, nice for them to get Luke Robertson going early. One of 2 grade 12 starters on this FCA squad. Fairly young, Robertson being the exception. He's a third-year starter. He's put in a lot of time on this Eagles squad. He's seen them improve over the years. And just like Kyle Orser on the other side, you know he doesn't want this to be his final game. He's going to leave it all out there on the court.
Cooper Boyce gonna go for the 3. Off the back of the rim. Luke Cayley does lose it. Pass over to Orser. Pass back out to Jonathan Merchant with the long range, no good. Pass into the corner to Emmett McLeod. Another player on FCA you can't leave open.
And nice for them to get a few of their shooters going early. If they can keep that 3-point shooting strong, it keeps them in a good position as Kevin Van Ruler sprinting to try to keep that ball in, but feet touch the ground. Couldn't quite do it as we get a substitution here. Van Ruler will grab a breather, and grade 12 student Logan Prosser has checked into the game for the Huskies. So he just checks over with Peck about defensive responsibilities here.
Pass into Ibuka as the Okafor. He's going to go down.
Foul called. A little delayed there, but I believe it's number 6. Yeah, it is indeed Logan Prosser's first, team's 4th, although we are almost at the end of the first quarter. And Emmett McLeod will be putting the ball in. FCA lined up in their stack. Ball off the face of Luke Robertson, but FCA does recover.
And there we go, the putback by Luke Robertson, picking up another 2 points.
Yeah, I think he'll do that every time. And I'm looking for the buzzer beater there. He did have one in the third quarter of his game this afternoon, but doesn't repeat the magic. Still, though, FCA manages to come back and take the lead by the end of the quarter. 5 points up on the Heartland Huskies.
And just quickly, the Harvey High School Stream Team would like to thank our premium sponsors, Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acres Puppies, the Little Village Vacation Store for Dogs, Paul Quinlan, your local Devil on Bobcat Heavy Equipment Dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce, our makes East Coast Elite Realty, and the Station House. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience to get more students involved in these streams. We have multiple levels available and accept sponsorships from groups and individuals. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for contact information.
Yeah, big thanks to the folks working up here in the skybox behind the scenes to make the stream happen. Thanks to Kevin Sheffers-Roy sitting at the console position, checking you through all those different angles. We got 3 camera operators for you today. Big thanks to Adeline Albert on camera 3, getting all the close shots from up high. Our courtside operator on camera 2 is Michael Breed, and Ethan Moorcraft has a bit of time off between his game earlier this morning at 10 a.m. and his upcoming game against John Caldwell. He's graciously agreed to step into the booth and help run camera 1. Big thanks as well to Caleb Brewer for running the on-stream scoreboard, keeping you all up to date, as well as you, Hunter, for helping out with the commentary. Huskies come back out. It will be Prosser, Peck, Orser, DeMerchant, and number 3, Weston Krause, the other grade 12 student, getting some court time here. So Coach Joel Everett not hesitating to play his seniors here in what could be the last game of the season. We'll see for Coach Scott Robertson. He does have one of his seniors out there as well, Luke Robertson. But other than that, it is the same 5 who were out there to end the first. 4 grade 10 students in Emmett McLeod, Abuka Eziakafor, Luke Cayley, and Mateo Anana. Big steal by Jaden Peck.
And so now it is going to be FCA. 3 points ahead. Maybe Luke Robertson will make that 6. Abuka Eziakafor, Kevin McLeod, back over to Luke Robertson. He's going to go for the drive, and great moves by Luke Robertson to get there, get the 2 points.
Nice move by Robertson, and here he is hustling back on defense as well. Motor keeps running, and looks like Kyle Orser's getting called. Not sure if I've seen that motion before, but that's his first, team's first, as Jesse Vance is going to check into the game. Emmett McLeod will grab a breather.
And so Luke Robertson. Passed over to the other Luke, Luke Cayley. Mateo Onana against multiple Heartland players. He's going to grab his own rebound after that miss. Luke Cayley from mid-range. No good. But Abuka Eziakafor grabbing that putback.
Nice little stop and start there from Cayley to allow him a bit of space as he now directs traffic on defense, and a nice finish from Eziakafor, one of the tallest players out there on the court, and he puts his height to good advantage. Onana fighting against a sea of golden jerseys.
And so there you go, passed out. But he's caught on the travel.
Simon Merrithew gets ready to check into the game. And referees Obey and Holloway allow for that swap as Logan Prosser will grab a breather.
All the way over to Luke Cayley. Nice pass into Mateo Onana, but it is tipped away. Oh, there is a foul called, though.
That's Weston Krause. A little too aggressive on the defense, trying to poke that away there as he gets his first, team second. A minute and a half gone by in the second quarter. Ooh. And there's a third foul. And that's not going great for Coach Everett's squad. Some defensive breakdowns. That's the second against Weston Krause. That ball bounces out. I think we're getting ready for subs. Oh. And that's not great as Weston Krause limping off. Didn't see what happened there. But appears to be having a look at his knee there on the sideline. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Cooper Blois, who was ready to swap in anyways, is there to check in.
And they're going to have Huskies getting that rebound. Driving in, Jonah Merchant for 2, and he's good. Jonah Merchant sort of taking the place of Toby Rideout, drawing lots of fouls in the paint, getting a couple drives in, been sort of their replacement paint player, as well as Jaden Peck. And Ibuka Ezioka for another putback. Now 2 off those second, he's got 2 baskets off those second chance points.
Oh, nice bounce pass across to Jaden Peck. Veteran player putting up a 3. And of course, Heartland loves to shoot the 3. It'll help them get back into this thing quickly as they've cut the lead to only 4.
Mateo Onana under the net against multiple. Yeah, he's able to do it.
6 points for Onana now as I believe we're getting a timeout called by Coach Joel Everett. And understandable is his team has beat these Eagles a couple times before. Sure, they are down a key player, but at the same time, the Eagles aren't playing for El Kenge right now because of 2 fouls in the first quarter. So it's not like either team has their full starting lineup out there. Everett going over a few responsibilities with his starting 5. Coach Scott Robertson doing the same with his boys, as you see his assistants, Jeremy McLeod or Jeff McMullen. Not sure which one, but someone was squatting down there in position, kind of going over some footwork tips for the Eagles. And fans of FCA, thanks for tuning in here. Of course, this is not the only important game going on right now for fans of the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles basketball teams. Their senior girls are also playing in a similar situation up in Perth Andover right now. They dropped a 70-32 decision against Harvey's senior girls this afternoon at 12. And now they play against the John Caldwell Golden Knights to see who will be the 3rd seed in the SouthWest Sectionals next weekend and who will be eliminated. So both FCA squads kind of with their backs against the wall here.
And so we're going to have Jaden Peck. Passed over to Luke, or check that, Jonah Merchant. Jonah Merchant driving in, passed out. Ooh, little miscommunication there, and is going to go straight out of bounds.
Yeah, it's tough. There's a couple of Heartland starters too, Orser and DeMerchant. They've got a lot of minutes on the court together. As Orser jogs back, it looks like Heartland's putting on the full court press here. Oh. As ball may have rolled well into the corner. Jaden Peck has joined them, so yeah. A strong defensive stance here by Coach Everett's Huskies. One of the adjustments made during the timeout, perhaps.
Luca Ezioka for way over to Luke K. Let's check that. Jesse Vance.
Vance coming in off the bench. He's doesn't have any points in this game, but he did pretty well earlier this afternoon against John Caldwell. A grade 10 student, but one of the first options for Coach Scott Robertson in terms of his reserve players. As looks like Ezioka draws a foul there, and Onana reminding him about how to position his arms when defending. That's his first, team's first of the second quarter.
And so jogging down the court. Here he goes, Luke Cayley with the floater. Mateo Onana with the recovery. Shot clock wasn't reset. Looks like a bit of confusion. Jesse Vance thought about shooting it. Ultimately, he did. Didn't able to make it, though.
Yeah, everyone kind of froze up there for a second, but Vance able to take advantage of that.
And here we go. Oh, no good from Kyle Orser. 4 Heartland players have managed to score a 3-pointer, so they normally do spread it out quite a bit. They did against their game against SJDA.
Yeah, they do have a lot of dangerous shooters from beyond the arc, as Luke Cayley continues a bit of a hot streak from the first quarter. He's now up to 8 points to lead. Oh no, check that. He is second in scoring on FCA. Luke Robertson ahead by 2. Or by 1 rather. Now it is Luke Cayley. He's got 10 points.
And Cooper Blois. Over to Jaden Peck. Passed out to Jonah DeMerchant. And he's good. Jonah DeMerchant going to pick up his second 3-pointer of the game. He now has 12 points.
Yeah, he leads all scorers right now. Number 8 in the golden jersey is Kyle Orser. And stepping inside, draws the defender with him and gets the foul called on Abuka Heziaka for his second. As Emmett McLeod's getting ready to check back into the game. Luke Robertson will grab a breather.
You're going to have Merrithew. Long pass over to Jonah DeMerchant. Hand it off to Tanner Sharp. Pass out. Oh, bounce there for a second. Nearly good from Kyle Orser. And Emmett McLeod driving in coast to coast. Drawing the foul.
That's Merrithew, his second, team's 4th. And with over 4 minutes left to play, Huskies on the verge again of sending the Eagles to bonus. Eagles set up in a box as the Okafor moves to the center. Nice work by the grade 10 student wearing number 14. Jonah DeMerchant responding. Grade 11 starter on this Heartland Huskies squad. They were playing AA last season, dropped down to single A this year. FCA played in this game last year. It was up in Grand Falls and it was against Harvey. They did win and made it to sectionals. Looking to do at least the same now, so neither one of these teams ready for their season to be over, as the defense from Heartland causing the 24-second shot clock violation.
And here we go, Kyle Orser getting around some of the ooh, he is called on the travel out. Trying to fight through about 3 FCA players.
Yeah, doesn't love the call, but he's got to jog back regardless, although here he comes again now, as looks like Heartland getting ready for the press. As the Okafor tying his shoe here, affording both teams a little break in the action. And here's Luke Cayley to start it off.
And here we go, step back, and he's good. Luke Cayley, another FCA player you cannot leave open from beyond the arc. Both the Lukes very strong 3-point shooters. And here we go, handoff, Jonah DeMerchant. Jump ball as Emmett McLeod trying to rip that one away.
Nice work by Emmett McLeod, getting hands in there to force that turnover. Or, well, not really a turnover, jump ball.
And here they go. Handoff. Coming in, pass out. Big block from Mateo Onana. Gonna force the turnover. Oh, but he's gonna lose it quickly.
Frustrated there, but that was a great defensive play from number 8, Mateo Onana. Going up against fellow sophomore in Simon Merrithew.
Oh, it isn't taken away, but
great defensive play there from number 10, Emmett McLeod. We've seen that from him quite a lot this weekend. Hustling back to make those defensive plays.
Pass over to Mateo Onana. Pass back to Luke Cayley. Thinking about it, he's gonna go for it. Oh.
It was long range 3, but it had the distance. Just rimmed out.
He's gonna go for it again with
And yeah, shot clock not reset there, as didn't actually touch the rim. So referee Obey is just going over to the minor officiating table, making sure everything's where it needs to be. Kevin Van Ruler is going to check back into the game. Simon Merrithew grabbing a breather.
FCA with possession. Luke Cayley pass into Mateo Onana, but it is intercepted by Jonah Merchant.
And that's bad luck. He got tangled up there. Onana pleading his case, and DeMerchant did kind of had his arm interlocked with that of Onana. I'm not sure that was intentional by either player, but call is made. That's Onana's third. He's going to grab a breather as number 4, Jesse Vance, checks back into the game for FCA.
Now Cooper Blois. Pass over to Kyle Orser. Spin move driving in. Just a little short, and Emmett McLeod's going to grab that one. Emmett McLeod, kind of unintentional, but he's going to drive in. Pass to Buka Okafor. As the Okafor is struggling, he's going to chuck it up. Oh, no good. And Heartland's going to grab it.
Nice work by Kevin Van Ruler, securing that rebound for the Huskies. And there's a 3 from number 5, Tanner Sharp, the other grade 10 student on this Huskies roster.
So we've got 5 Huskies players to score from beyond the arc. Jonah DeMerchant, the only one who has managed to get 2 to go, but 6 in total for the Huskies, 2 for the FCA Eagles.
And that is the second foul going against Jonah DeMerchant. This will send the Eagles into bonus. So Luke Robertson steps to the line. It will be his first attempts. As Colton Tricarton and Jaden Peck both check into the game for the Huskies.
0 for 2 last time, but he's a shooter, so probably just a fluke. I expect he may go 2 for 2 here.
Not sure if a couple of guys moved early there or what.
Maybe. Oh.
The collision there is Emmett McLeod looks a little woozy. And it looks like he'll continue playing. Hoping that's nothing too serious. Always got to be careful when guys hit the ground that hard. Foul is called against McLeod. His second, team's 4th.
And so Abuka Okafor taking that one away. Pass over to Luke Robertson. Luke Robertson all the way to Jesse Vance driving in. And with no one there to stop him, that's an easy 2 points. He'll pick up his first points of the game. Oh, no good there. Struggling. Here goes Luke Cayley. Oh, he does manage to get it to go, though.
And that's 15 points now for Luke Cayley, having his best game of this regional tournament by far here when it matters the most. His season on the line, he's coming up big. Ooh, Kevin Van Ruler fouled by McLeod as he goes up. And catch the tail end of that on the replay. That'll be McLeod's third. So a couple players in potential foul trouble here for the Eagles, and Coach Robertson's going to protect McLeod, bring him off, and Cameron Taylor will check into the game for the FCA Eagles.
Kevin Van Ruler, first trip to the line. First one no good. Nor is the second, but Jaden Peck going to grab the rebound, resetting play for the Huskies. Pass back to Kevin Van Ruler. Passed out. Back to Van Ruler. Long pass to the corner. They're passing it around. It's Jaden Peck. They're going to find him wide open. Oh, unable to finish it though.
That was great ball movement by the Huskies to swing the ball out until they could find one of their shooters with an uncontested shot. Just didn't fall the way they wanted it to.
Solid pump fake by Cameron Taylor. Just unable to finish it.
And now Huskies will try to hold on to the ball till the very end. They are exceptional at this, allowing only one shot in the dying minutes. Although that does give time for the buzzer beater. It will go wide from Ezzy Akafor, but his team's still pretty happy with their results in that quarter. They came in with a 5-point lead, have extended it to a 13-point lead as FCA is leading the Huskies 47-34. Still lots of time left to go. Both these teams facing elimination, as we'll take a break now and we'll be back in about 8 minutes.
It's the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
Just quickly, the Harvey High School stream team would like to thank our premium sponsors: Bill Gammon, Black Church and Café, Briggs and Little, David C. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acres Puppies, Little Village Vacations over Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devil on Bobcat Heavy Equipment Dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce, Remax, East Coast Realty, and the Station S. Sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience, get more students involved in these streams. We have multiple levels available and accept sponsorships from groups and individuals. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information.
And a few updates for you in the out-of-town scoreboard as well. On the other side of the province in Dalhousie is the Northeast Senior Boy Regionals. In that game, both Dalhousie High School and Petitcodiac High School, the two number 1 seeds from the North and East respectively, have officially punched their ticket to sectionals. They play at 6 to see which team will be hosting and which team will travel here to take on the winner of this game. Currently, Belle Isle and Blackville are playing for the final spot in the Northeast Sectionals next weekend. And as well, fans of the Eagles will be happy to hear that up in Perth Andover, the FCA girls lead the John Caldwell Golden Knights 45-19. So not quite as close a game as this one for the senior girl Southwest Single A Regionals. FCA has a bit more of a fight on their hand here. They do lead against Heartland, but Heartland a very strong squad. As we mentioned, they did play AA last year. A lot of veteran savvy on this team. And none of these boys want this to be their last game of the season. They're going to play and leave it all out there on the court.
And here we go. Pass over to Jonah DeMerchant. Very strong player for Heartland, being somewhat of a replacement for Toby Rideout. Well, also him along with Jaden Peck. Well, also being very strong with three-point shooting. He's leading Heartland in three-point shooting, actually. As we see Luke Cayley get up for a quick 2 there.
Cayley, leading scorer for the FCA Eagles with 17 points on the evening. Actually leading scorer for both teams. He's had a very strong game. And I don't think this is an infraction. I think they just needed to double check something on the scoreboard, but Coach Joel Everett taking advantage of the time to give his players a call. I should mention as well, Emmett McLeod, who has 3 fouls, is currently sitting on the bench, as is Mateo Onana, also with 3 fouls. So Coach Scott Robertson already having to adjust his lineup usage. In their place, Abuka Eziakafor and Jesse Vance.
And here we go, long pass. Nice pass into Abuka Eziakafor for the finish.
Yeah, that's 8 points now for Eziakafor, and a great steal as well. He's had some steals. He's been great getting those boards.
Oh my goodness, the long-range shot from Luke Cayley.
That was almost from the sideline there, as Cayley's just having the game of his career at exactly the right time for fans of the black and blue.
Frelkenye ripping that one away. Driving down the speed. He's going to go coast to coast. Yes, he does.
It's a 22-point lead now for the FCA Eagles.
And here we go. Cooper Blois. Ooh. Something happened there. It ends up in SCA possession. Luke Cayley. Screened by Abuka Eziakafor. Pass over to the other Luke Robertson. Back to Frelkenye.
Calling for a pick here to get some space.
Recovered though by Jesse Vance. He does get fouled. Will go for his first trip to the line.
I believe that will be Simon Merithew's third. Although we'll wait for it to go on the board to be official. It is indeed his third, team's first of the quarter. First shot rolls out. for Jesse Vance, his first attempts from the line.
Doesn't manage to make the second, but he does get the recovery. Oh, no good. Battle into the net. Couple players go down, but it is ultimately on FCA hands as Pharrell Kenge is going to be the one who ultimately ends up with full control over it. Jesse Vance pass over to Luke Robertson for the long range, looking to repeat what other Luke did, and yes, he does. Now both Luke Robertson and Luke Cayley, have 2 3-pointers. Fadeaway, oh, just a little short, but Jaden Peck with the putback.
Nice work by Jaden Peck. He's up to 9 points now. One of those grade 12 students starting for Joel Everett's Heartland Huskies. Could be his last game here.
And here we go. Jaden Peck driving in. He's going to stop in his tracks, and he's going to get it to go.
Couple of nice moves by Peck to buy himself a bit of time from the defender as they try to claw their way back into this.
Oh, just no good there. Jaden Peck almost, I think he did hit it off FCA, so it is going to go to Heartland.
Yeah, Heartland normally a very strong 3 shooting squad, but tables have been turned a little bit as FCA with 5 threes, Heartland with 6. But usually Heartland leads by quite a bit when it comes to 3-point shooting.
Kyle Orser, no good. And I think part of that is because of Toby Rideout is kind of the distraction in the paint. And kind of just a playmaking player. They use him for some plays. Missing Toby Rideout. It's a big loss that they've tried to adapt. We'll see if ultimately they can. And Luke Cayley stops in his track over to Abuka as the Okafor. Ooh. Oh, slips right through his hands. The battle for it, and there's going to be a foul called.
And Matthew frustrated there, but yeah. It's like a, I don't know what that call is, like a bear hug or something. That is Matthew's 4th. Ooh. And he heads right to the bench knowing that Coach Everett's going to swap in another player. It's Kevin Van Ruler who's jumping on.
Pass over to Jesse Vance, tipped up by Abuka as the Okafor. And here we go, going down. FCA have a bit of a lead now. Heartland need a recovery, but not if Luke Cayley keeps putting up points. Another basket for him.
Yeah, who else but Luke Cayley? 24 points now. Rewarding Coach Scott Robertson's faith in him as a grade 10 starter here at the senior boys level. And Tanner Sharp. Oh no, I think there's a foul called. It's Kyle Orser away from the play. That's his first. Oh no, check that. Jesse Vance. His first, team's first. That was against FCA.
High pass over to number 5, Tanner Sharp. Tanner Sharp, the handoff to Van Ruler. A little bit of a choppy handoff, but they're going to fire the 3. Cooper Blois last second. Oh, and check that. It was
Kyle Orser's shot bounces well out. And his shooting percentage is way down today, just not having the game he wants to have right now. And Cayley sinks another 3. Just can't be stopped. He's up to 27 points. And we're barely halfway through the 3rd quarter.
And Jaden Peck driving in, pass out. Showing it to Merchant again. Responding quickly to Luke Cayley's 3 he has as well.
Yeah. Jonah DeMerchant, leading scorer for the Heartland Huskies right now. They're going to need to keep him hot if they want to stick with this Eagles squad, who are starting to soar away. 25-point lead. Still lots of time left, though.
Pass in, pass out. Kyle Orser struggling in the corner. Foul, though. I believe it is on other number 4, Jesse Vance.
Yeah, that'll be his second, team second. So a few players with 2 or 3 fouls on the Eagles squad. Huskies really got to capitalize now, though, with Emmett McLeod and Mateo Onana on the bench. They're going to need to put up some points in a hurry before those starters come back.
And here we go, the pass out, driving in. Oh, Pharrell Kenge is going to go down hard.
Kenge taking the charge there as DeMerchant coming in a little too aggressively. That's his third, team's third of the quarter.
DeMerchant, someone who's really stepped up. Definitely someone they would not like to see gone. Already 3 fouls, although it's only a little over a quarter remaining. It's not a huge issue yet. Van Ruler keeping that one in bounds. Oh, but I believe he hit it off Cooper Bloise's foot, so it is going to go straight back to FCA.
Yeah, looks like they're setting up in a box.
Pharrell Kenge under the net.
Ooh, nice block by DeMerchant.
Pharrell Kenge barely rolling it out. Jesse Vance, quick interception though by Cooper Bloise. Finds Kyle Orser, no one there to stop him.
There's a great C from Bloise up to Kyle Orser, putting the ball where only Orser could get it. As this one here, not sure, some kind of charge. Yeah, it is a charge against Kenge, as referee Jeff Holloway explaining the call, and looks like we're gonna have some substitutions now with so many players with 3 fouls. Coach Scott Roberts is gonna have to play at least some of them. So Mateo Onana and Emmett McLeod will check into the game, as Iakofor and Robertson grabbing breathers. Both teams with 3 fouls here. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jonah DeMerchant almost getting tangled up with his own man there.
Jonah DeMerchant. Pass into Kevin Van Ruler.
And Van Ruler couldn't quite get the pass off in time. Feet touched the ground too early. So it will be Eagles ball. Still a big lead, 23 points up.
Pharrell Kenge grabbing that one. Recovering the ball for his team. Jesse Vance. No good. Straight into the hands of Cooper Bloise. Cooper Bloise bringing it down. Bloise with the floater. Oh, no good. It is tipped up, though, and it ends up in the hands of Mateo Onana. Coming back on after his little foul trouble. Straight to the corner with Jesse Vance. This is going to go out of bounds for FCA. Oh, no. Heartland, I guess.
Yeah, Heartland will take over, and Logan Prosser, grade 12 student, checks into the game. DeMerchant will grab a breather. Looks like Weston Krause, the other grade 12 students out there. So 3 of the 4 seniors on the court for Joel Everett's Huskies. The 4th, Jaden Peck, grabbing a breather.
This isn't looking great for the Huskies. Quite the deficit they're facing right now. They've got to do something big in the 4th if they want to keep it alive here. Pharrell Kenge driving in. Oh, doesn't manage to get that one, but it ends up in the hands of Mateo Onana. Mateo Onana, pass over to Pharrell Kenge.
And shot clock violation, so that basket from Kenge will not go on the board, As McLeod looks like he's part of a full court press there, almost hustled back to steal it from Orser. We've seen him do it successfully a couple times. McLeod, very tenacious player, but Orser gets by him.
Oh, unable to get either. Going down, it is going to end up in the hands of FCA though. Luke Cayley passed over to Emmett McLeod. Emmett McLeod driving in mid-range. Oh, no good. It is taken away though by number 3, Weston Krause.
Nice work by Krause securing that rebound.
Van Ruler. No good.
And FCA putting the ball in now. Less than a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Heartland came in trailing by 13. They now trail by 23. There's minor infraction here. Gives the ball over to Heartland.
Here we go. Gonna slow it down a little bit. Kyle Orser waiting for the screen from number 6, Logan Prosser. He's gonna stop in his tracks, struggling with the FCA. Finds Logan Prosser though. And he's gonna go for 3. Oh, just no good. Pharrell Kenya getting that one. Struggling. He does get it though ultimately. Pass to the corner. Jesse Vance. Oh, no good.
Onana reaching in there to swipe that away. He did get the ball away, but unfortunately goes out of bounds, so Eagles do surrender possession.
And Kyle Orser. Pass over. Cooper Blois driving in against Mateo Onana. No good, and Pharrell Kenya is going to pick up the board. Pharrell Kenya driving down the speed. Tipped away by Kyle Orser, but it ends up straight in the hands of Jesse Vance. Jesse Vance. Oh, it is going to get sent out of bounds.
Nice defensive play by Kevin Van Ruler there to disrupt the FCA attack. Coming in with speed to poke away that pass.
And here we go.
Oh. Foul here on Weston Krause. His third, team's fourth. With only about 23 seconds left in the quarter.
Pass over to Luke Cayley. Time's ticking down. Emmett McLeod. Pharrell Kenya. Under the net. Foul called.
And Kevin Van Ruler from behind. That is a shooting foul, but even if it hadn't been, it would have sent Keme to the line, as the Eagles are now in bonus. Van Ruler's second, team's fifth.
Kenya, we went 0 for 2 last time. We'll see if he manages to get it to go this time. Does manage to get the first. He also manages to make the second, so redeeming that 0 for 2 earlier on with a 2 for 2 this time, 50% from the line.
13 seconds.
Shunta Taguchi in the corner. Not a lot of time left, taking it down, so there's no chance for that FCA to take a shot. Time's ticking though. Gotta shoot it quick, and he does! Oh, no good off the attempt from Kyle Orser. Just quickly, as we finish off this third quarter, the Harvey High School Stream Team with Lake Sanger Premium sponsors Bill Gammon, Black Church and Café, Briggs and Little, Davis C. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acres Puppies, The Little Village Vacations are for dogs, Paul Quinlan, your local Devil on Bobcat Heavy Equipment Dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce at Remax, East Coast Elite Realty, and the Station House.
Big thanks to everyone working behind the scenes to make the stream possible as well. Thanks to Kevin Sheffers-Roy at the console position. We've got Ethan Moorcraft, Adeline Albert, and Michael Breed all working cameras for you at various angles today. And Caleb Brewer is working the on-stream scoreboard. Big thanks to those minor officials as well. Ali Sirwa, Violet McDonald, and Thomas Williams. And for fans of FCA, that score update of the girls' game came courtesy of Jen Fraser-Cole and Tammy DeMerchant. Big thanks to them. Parents of the Harvey girls, who will be taking on their rivals, the Southern Victoria Vikings, at 6 p.m. with the chance to host sectionals on the line. Of course, stay tuned to this channel as the boys' game at 6 p.m. has similar stakes. It is the Harvey Lakers against the John Caldwell Golden Knights. The winner there will host sectionals next weekend. The winner of this game will be playing in that sectional tournament as well. They will have to beat the 2 seed in the Northeast, which will be the loser of Dalhousie versus Petitcodiac, happening later this afternoon.
And we're back. Heartland going to get us started off, still searching for that comeback as FCA have a very strong lead over them, despite the best efforts of Jonah Merchant, leading scorer for the Huskies. Cooper Blois for 3, no good. Jesse Vance driving in. Got to slow it down and take it out beyond the arc. Luke Robertson finds the open 3, and he's good. 3 3-pointers for him.
That's 16 points on the night for Luke Robertson, 9 of which coming beyond the arc. Grade 12 student, one of 2 grade 12 starters for this FCA squad. Him and Kenye both have seen this team through a lot of growth the past few years, and neither one wants to see their season end here.
And the last second shot is up by Jonah Merchant.
Nice work by DeMerchant. He's at 19 now. And Huskies would love to get him going. Although some of their usual weapons a little quieter than usual. Kyle Orster with 7 points. Cooper Blois with only 5. And Heartland would love to get some of those guys going here as Robertson creates that turnover.
Emmett McLeod does manage to get it to go.
Yeah, good finish by McLeod, but it all starts with the tenacious play of number 3, Luke Robertson, poking that ball away.
Shinton Noguchi, the pass in. Pharrell Kenye gets the interception. He's chased down by 2 Heartland players, but he manages to get around them, and Pharrell Kenye is good for 2. Now with 8 points tonight for Pharrell Kenye. Kevin Van Ruler, the handoff. Merchant does foul, so.
And not sure if it's McLeod or Onana, the guilty party. Looks like it is the 4th against Mateo Onana.
Someone they definitely would not like to lose. They did lose him last game.
Yeah, Huskies with a huge mountain to climb, but that could be one thing that turns in their favor. If the Eagles lose the services of some of their strong players, Onana with 4 fouls now, Kegne, McLeod with 3 each, you lose a couple of those starters, and then this game's tide could turn.
And we do have number 15 for the Huskies, Simon Marathi down, looking a little hurt.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, team rushes over there and holding his back. Of course, you don't want to see that as we take a break in the action here. Coach Everett comes out to make sure everything's okay.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down. Shot up.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
Alright, so Matthew does get up under his own power, which of course you do want to see. He's got the one leg extended there on the bench. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But that is a big loss for Coach Joel Everett's squad. We'll see what adjustments need to be made.
Luke Robertson, pretty clear foul there. He is going to go to the line for 2. 1 for 4 so far this evening.
Yeah, it will be the first against Jaden Peck and the first for the Huskies this quarter.
Yeah, 30-point lead for the Eagles. Now 31. I think it's getting to the point where it's almost safe to say we're going to see FCA in sectionals.
Well, if Robertson keeps shooting like that, certainly. But, I mean, if there's any team who could come back, the Huskies with their three-point shooting prowess make that a lot more of a possibility. You get those quick threes, but of course, turnovers like this to Emmett McLeod are not going to help. And McLeod, tenacious play, sticking in there against the defenders. And
jump ball there.
Yeah, jump ball called. Prosser dusting it up with Onana. And whistle goes just as Onana's pulling the ball away. As Kyle Orser checks back into the game, as well as number 7, Colton Tricarton. FCA in a box. Ooh, nice steal there from Jaden Peck. Read that well.
That's the pass over to Jaden Peck into the corner. They find Kevin Van Ruler. Back over to Jaden Peck. Handed back over to Jet. No good off of Kyle Orser's floater attempt. Pass back out to Luke Robertson. Luke Robertson. Screened by Pharrell Kenye. He's going to drive in. Passed out. Shots up from Jesse Vance. There to receive that is Pharrell Kenye. Emmett McLeod, top of the key. 3. And a battle results in a jump ball. Pharrell fighting for it well on the ground.
Yeah, again, it's Logan Prosser getting hands in there, creating the turnover. Good tenacious play from the grade 12 student wearing number 6 in the Huskies gold jerseys.
And so passing it around, Jaden Peck's going to fire the 3. Oh, just off the back of the rim. Recovered though, here goes Kyle Orser. Jaden Peck into the corner with Kevin Van Ruler. Now over to Logan Prosser, and Logan Prosser's good for 2.
Nice work by Prosser, taking a couple steps there, but valuable minutes eaten off the clock on those attempts. If the Huskies want a chance at coming back in this, they're going to need to be quicker than that in some of their offensive possessions.
Yeah, Pharrell Kenye. Oh, no good on that mid-range. Pass over to Kevin Van Ruler. Kevin Van Ruler against Onana. Nice interception, though, by Emmett McLeod to stop that play in its tracks.
Yeah, looking for Logan Prosser coming in, but McLeod was right there in the right position. Pass goes right into his hands.
Oh, just bobbles for a second. No good. And then we're just going to end up in the hands of Colton Tricarton. Tricarton blocked by Onana. Oh, it is nearly taken away by Kevin Van Ruler, but ultimately recovered by FCA.
Van Ruler's had a few of those good plays, coming in with speed, able to get hands in the passing lane or disrupting the attack. It's a shame the Huskies haven't been able to capitalize more on those.
Kevin Van Ruler taken away by Pharrell Kenye. Pharrell Kenye looking for some points here. Ooh, great attempt by Colton Tricarton, but unfortunately, Pharrell Kenye is managing to get up there.
Yeah, just powering through, and that does put Kenye at 10 points. He's hit double digits.
From the corner, Kevin Van Ruler. Oh, just bobbles out. Colton Tricarton against Emmett McLeod. Kyle Orser. No good. It is recovered, though. And Tricarton, ooh, he's going to lose it.
Yeah, there was a nice initial fake move at the beginning of that sequence, but then just couldn't finish as I think ball caught a defender as he was going up. And yet another couple of precious minutes ticking away for the Huskies.
And here we go, pass over. Oh, it is tipped. Ultimately has in the hands of Colton Tricarton, but Jesse Vance.
Great tenacious play from Vance. I think he's playing a lot more in this tournament than he expected he would be, as that's another Heartland player down with injury. I believe that's Jaden Peck. Definitely not what you want to see for the Huskies there, as we'll have a couple of changes in personnel for both teams. He does get up under his own power, though. Tough break for Peck. Grade 12 student starter for these Heartland Huskies. And he's been having a good game on the scoreboard. 11 points so far. But he'll take a bit of time on the bench now, and hopefully that's nothing too serious. As you see him rubbing his right leg there.
So here we go, passing to Mateo Onana. Doesn't manage to get full control, but Pharrell Kenye grabs that one and gets the 2 points. About 3:30 left. Passed out, driving in, step back, trying to find somebody. Oh, nice interception though by number 7, Cameron Taylor for FCA. Pharrell Kenye is going to get the handoff over to Luke Cayley. Oh, it is taken away by the other number 6, Logan Prosser, but Mateo Onana ends up with it. Pass into Luke Robertson, but don't think he was expecting it. Does go out of bounds.
We do have another out-of-town scoreboard update for you, as FCA leads John Caldwell, the girls team. FCA's girls lead John Caldwell's girls 57-29 at the end of the third quarter. So both FCA squads looking like they are in good positions to advance to sectionals next weekend.
And so now, number 3, driving in. Weston Crest pass out to Kyle Orser from the mid-range. No good. Ooh.
Nice athletic play by Logan Prosser, trying to keep that in, but unfortunately sends the ball right into an opponent. Risky play doesn't pay off.
And the shot is up. Ooh, just no good there from Luke Cayley's attempt. And he is going to get the and one.
Those are Colton Tricarton's first points, as I believe that fell. Possibly, yep, that is Arthur Deniz, his first, team's first of the quarter.
And Colton Tricarton makes it. Here we go, Luke Cayley. Pass it out to Luke Robertson. Pharrell Kenye. Kenye driving in, slows it down. Nice interception though by number 3, Weston Krause. Now Luke Robertson. The pass out to number 7, Cameron Taylor. Over into Arthur Deniz. Luke Robertson almost finishing that one. It is kept in bounds though by Logan Prosser. A little low pass there, and is going to get sent straight out of bounds.
Yeah, looking for Kyle Orser is. I think in the final few minutes we're going to get some substitutions here and get some bench players some time. Matt Davila, grade 12 student, checking onto the court for FCA. Shunta Taguchi in grade 11 is on for the Huskies.
Corner. Oh, number 5, Tanner Sharp trying that one. Just no good, and now we're going to have Pharrell Kenye driving down.
31-point lead. Kenye knows time is on his side.
Pass over to number 7, Cameron Taylor. Passing on the arc, but it is intercepted, though, by Weston Krause. Oh, isn't good on that fast break. A little too quick. Oh, he's going to go for it again. Pharrell Kenye. Pass out to Matt Davila. Oh, just a little inaccurate, but let's see if he can try that again.
Nice athletic play by Taylor, keeping it alive there. And believe. Yeah, that may be Prosser. Yep. It is his second, team's second. And it sends Pharrell Kenye to the line. Less than a minute to go now, so you're right. At this point, I think we can say it is going to be FCA advancing. Kenya's first shot is good. Puts him at 3 for 5 from the line, 60%.
And no good on either of those. And number 5, Tanner Sharp.
Carton looking for 3, but falls just out.
Here he goes, shot a little short.
Deniz pokes away that rebound. Luke Cayley grabs it.
Over into Matt Davila, wide open under the net, and he gets 2.
And Matt Davila finds himself on the score sheet. Nice for the grade 12 students to do that. As final 20 seconds, we are going to dribble it out. Weston Krause letting that go. Grade 12 student. There are 4 of them on the roster for Heartland. And that's a tough, tough loss. Missing one of their top players to a Canada volleyball tryout. Had some trouble with injury and fouls with some of their other players, and ultimately coming up short against a team that they did beat both times in the regular season. But FCA peaking at just the right time. Their season will go on, and they will either come right back here to Harvey or travel up to Grand Falls next Friday for the first game in the 2-game sectional tournament. For Heartland, congratulations to coaches Joel Everett, Claire Wright, Owen Nanskiville, and Jamie Allison on a season well played. But it has unfortunately come to an end. Congratulations to Scott Robertson, Jeremy McLeod, and Jeff McMullen, who have a bit of work ahead of them.
Make sure to tune in at 6 Senior Boys Southwest A Regionals, Game 6. Winner is top seed in the Southwest Sectionals. Loser travels to second seed in Northeast Sectionals.
Yeah, we'll give one last shout out to our minor officials. Big thanks to Ali Sierwa, Violet McDonald, and Thomas Williams. Big thanks up here in the stream skybox as well to Kevin Sheffers-Roy, Ethan Moorcraft, Adeline Albert, Caleb Brewer, and Michael Breed, who all helped make the stream happen. Thanks to you as well, Hunter, for help with the commentary, and we'll see you at 6.
9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.